What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be starting The Sinking City. Now, The Sinking City 2 was announced not that long ago, but we still don't have a release date, I believe, as of right now. So I figured, why not jump into the first one and see what it's all about. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you've requested, I've researched the outburst of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Mass. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours. A city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment, and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Quarterly, Johannes van der Berg. That was disturbing. Whoa! Excuse me? Cthulhu? I don't know, kind of looked like a reef back from Subnautica too. Uh, uh, excuse me? Oh. And all of my deluxe edition stuff. My handy dandy gun.
Hope I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
Folding camera. Press start. I can take a picture of this. How do I take a picture of it? Oh, there we go. I gotta take a picture of whatever that is. Photo of a trophy plate.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Oakmont National Park is waiting for you. Alright, well that's everything. It even told me I had everything. Oh, then what's this? Oh, just stuff. I have an experience point. What should I put my very first point in? Carry up to 25 pieces of crafting materials. That could be good. Earn more experience. That could also be good. Let's do that. We'll just spend our first one getting bonus XP. Hello.
Now get out!
Okay.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you,
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vanderberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so literally.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont. Alas, now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Reed. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
How can I find Mr. Throgmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out from the crowd.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Reed.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot, or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
Other places? Like what?
You're a private eye, yes? Well, I've highlighted the police station, city archive, newspaper, places you'll need to get to the truth. This city is insular, its ways mysterious. No one will take you by the hand, so you better know where to turn in search of a lead.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vanderberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Well, that's weird. Alright, so we're looking for someone down here. Oh, hello, sir.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
Please forgive the question, but I've never met a man quite like you before.
That's because no man measures up to the Throgmorton lineage. Proud and powerful blood flows through our veins. My father united with a certain royal family, which has blessed all our offspring with these exquisite features.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the
Alright,
ground.
so we got fish-faced people and
Those
monkey-faced
filthy
people.
migrants occupy
and they hate
half
each
this
other.
damn city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells. They are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera. You have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
Where's the house where this all happened?
For Kay's sake, I thought you were a private eye. We're standing right in front of it.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
Alright. So we're looking for his son. Huh. Ouch! Alright.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Hello Hello, sir.
Do you like it here, newcomer? Well, get used to it. No one leaves Oakmont nowadays.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Uh-oh. Sounds like he found something down there. That does not sound good. Alright, we found your son's will. Oh. It got really quiet all of a sudden.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
It really does. Who left the fire running?
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
What kind of house is this? Whoa.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Hello, fellow officer.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
More than you will, probably.
Choo-choo. Ahem.
Really? Choo-choo.
I
Oh,
can
this-
barely recognize
this
the
dude
face
dead
of
as
the poor
hell.
fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
Yeah, that dude dead as hell. What the hell? Did I just get a gun pointed at me by a ghost?
5 cards short of a full house.
The mind's eye. Press down. Whoa. What was that?
Glennar,
Um.
Glennar, gib heil, nu Glennar Haften.
Yeah, no, if someone started doing that, I agree. I would probably freak the fuck out and leave. Hell no. That's some demonic
Never
shit.
seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Wait. Is there anything on it? No. Oh,
Seems like prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much.
there's still quite a bit of liquor. Oh, what's this?
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like.
He just looks like a fat guy with a lot of chins. Can you like walk around in like the ether? Alright, what's up, guy freaking out?
Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was out of starve.
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and... okay. My head began to burst, and he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar. Who is this K you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. K is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. K be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. K have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, Detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, K, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Again, I don't blame you, buddy. What the hell is that noise?
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
So what is this? Ah! I'm in like a whole other world. What is this?
What's happening?
So this dude started levitating and speaking other words, and like any normal people, everybody freaked the fuck out and ran.
Take this, ape face.
Okay. He shot him. The Innsmouther shot the Throgmorton son. This dude picked up an entire barrel. Holy crap. Alright, where's the last one?
Yeah, run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Alright, 1, 2.
Take this. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
My head. I still hear those voices.
Don't worry, I kinda am too. Don't you see that? I'm actually swatting at the ghosts. They're trying to touch me. Ah! Was I supposed to do something up here first? I think I was. Hold on. That or I missed something. I don't think I did. Oh, I have to go to my mind palace. Okay, so I have to put Lewis shot without warning. No. Albert fled when wounded. Lewis shot without warning. No. 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 Oh. As an Innsmouther, Lewis and his people suffered at the hands. Okay, so that's like some racism stuff happening here. Okay. Wait. There were still so many. Sudden outbreak. He attacked. He fled. He unstable. He spread the hysteria around him. Okay. It keeps taking me out. Fled when wounded. He attacked. Albert Thornton was dangerous and posed a threat to Lewis Flynn and his fellow fishermen. Okay. So now we can track him down. How do we do that? Oh! Follow the handprint, people. Should we not stay in that? I feel like maybe I shouldn't stay in that thing for so long.
So the fishermen pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
And they went this way.
Even though Albert was wounded, he managed to climb that high. Albert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Okay. You went in here. Hello? Oh, my gun was unloaded. Let me load all my guns. Alright. Did I not get anything from that?
There's something in the pocket.
Please give me one more week. Huh.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Gotta make sure I get everything first. Blood was going downstairs, so we're going upstairs. Never mind, we can't go upstairs. We're going downstairs. Padlocks. Padlocks and weak planks can be broken with a shot or melee attack. How do you melee? R1. Ah! Save my bullet. What? What happened? Oh! What are you?
One fatal round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Yeah, like, dude was put up on meat hooks. There was nothing more deliberate than that. Let's get a picture for his dad. That's what happened to... Everyone saw that, right? I'm not going crazy. Is that a whale? What is that? Mine Palace. Lewis left the crime scene and pursued him. Albert was murdered. Lewis pursued. Albert was murdered. Lewis may have wanted Albert dead. Lewis may be at the bar. Alright. I have deducted that the man likes his drink. Ah! So is there like no running in this game, or is... I guess this is running? Oh no. R2 looked like I was running a little faster. Not much. Metal scrap. Alright, good news, bad news.
Mr. Throgmorton, I found this in the lifeboat. Looks like it's your son's will.
Give it to me. Oh, my boy, what did you get yourself into? If only I hadn't sent you on that cursed expedition.
Mr. Throgmorton, I've encountered something,
What? I don't have all day.
some unusual creatures, and they sure weren't friendly.
You've seen a wild beast, Mr. Reed. I'm somewhat surprised to see you still alive. Those unsettling things appeared after the flood. I've commissioned a few studies on them, but we know little more than when we started. They're aggressive, but fortunately, not immune to gunfire.
Yeah, I learned that firsthand.
Try to avoid them when possible. And when you can't, keep your weapons handy.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
My condolences, Mr. Throgmorton. I had hoped for a happier outcome.
Your condolences will not bring him back. So much of our blood spilt for nothing. So much effort in vain. My poor Albert. Tell me you know who did it. I want to look him in the eyes, make him beg for mercy.
Seems like he was a fisherman by the name of Lewis. He had a gun and pursued Albert after he fled the house.
Lewis it is, then. What do you know of him?
Turns out you were right. He's an Innsmouther.
Nah. Those filthy scum have done it now. When I'm through with them, they will rue the day they dared lay a finger on a Throgmorton. Bring me that dirtbag, Lewis. He and I are due a reckoning. Do this for me, and I'll help you with anything you need.
So we need to go to what? The bar? Oh, bar. Under the keel. That's right, I figured out how to run. We're off. Hello?
Stay alert! Monsters lurk underground. Everywhere.
Do any of you guys know about a murder?
Stop it.
I'm gonna loot you blind.
Don't do that again.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around. Like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah, even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
Robert Throgmorton hired me to investigate his son's disappearance. I found the note about your debt to Lewis near his cold, dead body. And it looks like Lewis murdered Robert's kid. You want him to come here and ask instead of me?
What?
Don't what me. At best, you're harboring a criminal. At worst, you're an accessory to murder.
What? No. I ain't done nothing.
Tell that to Mr. Throgmorton.
No. No. Throg. Lewis is upstairs. Here's the key.
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
Bye. Alright. Lewis? You can't just go around shooting motherfuckers. It's not right.
Hey, who are you?
Ah!
What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
What kind of... why do you... your face, it's,
Oh, so you're here to attack me just because I look different to you? Wanna spit on me, whisper to your friends?
I don't know
What's new?
what you are,
no,
that's all.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't
Exactly.
know how to ask. I've just never met someone like you before. I didn't mean any offense.
Innsmouther's bodies were blessed by the sea. You're gonna see a lot of us here, so you better get over it. We are proud of who we are.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs, always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Alright. We got all the evidence we need for my mind palace. Alright. So the final thing. Lewis was aware of what he was doing during the fight, or he was mentally affected and couldn't control his actions. I mean, it looked like... it sounds like he was... Wait, what's this? Lewis was under mental influence. He couldn't control his actions and thus can't be blamed. I could try to cover for him, or he'll try to have his head. What happens if I change it? Psychic influence or not, he was out to murder. He had motive too. The mutual hatred. Must tell the truth and bring the murderer to justice. I mean, he did murder someone. I feel like this is the right one. So I'm gonna stick with that, but I'm gonna see if I can tell him the other way. Watch out! Boom! This way. Sir! Sir! I found the murderer!
And just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family, and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bittersweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. Gay to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I'm looking into an outbreak of erratic behavior and madness, all linked to shared visions of this place.
Indeed. Then our goals align. This inexplicable hysteria has spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture. A sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert The only one I could trust comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throckmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Okay. And we got some level points. And we got 2 level points. Alright. Let's do remain sane for much longer. Gain a 50% chance to double quest reward items. Or just straight up just double it. Gain more experience. Gain more experience. I'm just gonna max out experience. Why wouldn't I? Now I get max experience for every single thing I do. So now what? I go to the boat. All the cops that were here earlier are gone. Uh-oh. Cussing? No! My hat! Oh god, what's happening? Oh! Did I pass out on the street? Or did I just... Or did I get brought back here? Or was it all a dream? Warden funded an expedition. It was lost. He was the only known survivor, but was murdered. I will hired, dead or alive. He'll be waiting for my report. Okay. A picture.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
We're part of the Cyclops. Okay. Don't know exactly what sank it. Ah, so something attacked our boat, and that's why I'm having like I'm just freaking out. Like I'm the sole survivor. What is this?
Never again, they say.
Oh, it's my war tag. Oh, hold on. Laudanum.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
Okay, so what was this then? Newcomer, wardrobe, so I can take off my backpack at least. Windcoat, vacationist, gangster, king's robe, daywear, man of science. Oh, I can be like a fisherman. Help the police officer get crime scene photos. Whoa! Do I have an octopus on my head? Help a real estate agent out in an open house. Aspiring sleuth. Alright. Well, that's all cool and all, but I'm gonna put on my wind coat. Alright. So, let's see. Anything else? Number of attacks. I don't think anything here. I'll probably just leave it up for a couple seconds for everybody to read it. Nothing in my bathroom. What's this? Mr. Reed, it seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation of Mr. Throckmorton. Please forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you back to the reef while you were unconscious. Okay, yeah, so he did bring me here. He won't do it every time. Van der Berg. Oh, it was the dude that I met at the docks. Alright, well, I'm gonna end this episode here. Hope you all enjoyed this first episode of this detective Cthulhian Lovecraftian horror game. It seems like we got a weird hysteria going on and a unnatural flood that happened in the city. We're about to investigate the city in the next episode, so I hope y'all like, follow, and subscribe. It's all free and it all helps out a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out, guys.